There you go.
Call this meeting to order at 7:27. Call the roll.
Trustee Wyland.
Here.
Trustee Schaefer.
Here.
Trustee Howard.
Here.
Trustee Hart.
Here.
Trustee Baker.
Here.
And Mayor Pro Tem Smith is still trying to connect.
Please remove your hat from the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, everybody had a chance to look at the agenda. Any additions or corrections?
Yes, I have one revision. I need to add a speaker under new business C. We should have Mr. Will White, and you are joining us tonight from the Elbert County Fair Board.
Okay. With that, I'd entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can second. Just give
We
it
have a
right
motion
along.
and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. There we go. I'd like to, remind or let everybody know that this has been pretty much the most fun I've ever had being a mayor. There's the board, my board needs to, and other involved with the town need to remember that we took an oath of office to defend the Constitution of the United States and that of Colorado and of the town charter. And we have been through some rough patches. I have to commend Debbie Hullum. Way back when we changed administrators, she stepped right up and took the bull by the horns and did a hell of a job, and I'm proud of her for that. And we want to continue in this community to work together. Most of the people in here, well, not most of them, because some of you I don't know, I've known for a long time, and I enjoy the people in this community. And I just want to say that it's important to remain community because we serve our residents, and that's one of the most important things. That's why I took this job. So we're going to continue to serve our residents and work the best for them and provide them with all the necessary amenities that they need to continue in their path and style of life. On another note, last night, the board went into executive session during a special meeting of the Town Board of Trustees. As you know, this is an opportunity to have privileged and frank discussions in private, which are extremely limited. So limited in a free society that there are set topics which may be discussed. Last night, an individual took the opportunity to attempt to use recording devices to intercept and decimate information to which they had no right. Because of this serious nature of this intrusion, law enforcement could have been involved if we had chosen to do so. Now, be clear, if recordings are made in the future by members of the board or the public, appropriate legal action will be taken. Further, if recording devices are found, they will be deemed lost, summarily collected and provided to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation for their safekeeping and later collection by the owner. Hopefully, moving forward, the town's resolve will be clear. Confidential executive information will remain confidential. So just something to keep in mind. Board, anybody have a comment or a presentation? Ruth, you have anything to say? She's muted, I suppose.
You're muted.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying. No, not at this time.
Okay, thank you. Town administrator.
First report was, we're still trying to get municipal court put in place. We're struggling with finding a prosecutor that is willing to pay what is within our budget. We can pay what's within our budget and, needed at the amount of time that we need them. So we're still working on that. It looks like April may be the month that we get that started though.
Okay.
With some help from the judge, I think we're making headway. I would also like to, I want to apologize for a comment that, was made by myself during the February monthly meeting. I shared information with the town board concerning current board member, concerning conversations, with a previous board member and a current board member, of the water authority, which were not meant to be disparaging in nature, but should not have been shared in open meeting all the same.
Okay. Anything else?
No, sir, that's it. And I have nothing for public works.
Okay,
Yeah.
Public Works,
Code enforcement is not due till April.
okay. What do we got on Public Works?
Nothing, sir. Nothing right now.
Did Mr. Mendez get an opportunity to sweep that Saturday? He was gonna do that?
No, we had issues with the sweeper that we're working on. Next week, I have him on the schedule for Tuesday,
Okay.
the pending no snow on the ground.
And code enforcement. Okay, consent items, approval of the minutes from February 13th, 2024, monthly meeting, March 5th and March 11th, 2024, special meetings.
So I
No.
have a comment with respect to the February minutes.
Yes, ma'am?
A clarification and correction with respect to the validity of Kraft Kiowa Acquisition Company and CB Kiowa Holding Companies that executed the designation of representative and that they are accurately legal entities as a foreign corporation according to the Secretary of State. And that needs to be clarified.
Okay. Anything else?
So the minutes would have to be amended to reflect that.
And that's the February
Yeah.
minutes.
That's what she said.
Yes, that was at the end of the meeting.
Yeah, entertain a motion to approve those minutes with the changes stated.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
1 second.
We have a motion on a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Okay, the expenditures. Get your copy signed.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Thank you, Trevor. Motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All righty, can I have a motion to move into public hearing to hear the request for a special event liquor license by the Elizabeth Chamber of Commerce at 7:36?
So moved.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. We have a representative from the Elizabeth. Step up, state your name. Let's visit.
Hi, I'm Mary Martin from the Elizabeth Area Chamber of Commerce. You want me to talk about okay,
Please tell us.
so this is an annual membership awards gala, and we always have a catered dinner and a cash bar and casino tables. This year, we're adding live music, and a mechanical bull. The caterer will be Sammy D's, which is in the old Bernie's Kitchen restaurant. Our attendance averages 50 to 100. I've got 54 people registered as of today. Most people register like the week before. It's never exceeded 100, at least in the last 4 years that I've been president of the chamber.
Is your group doing the alcohol or is it,
Yes, our group will be doing
and
it.
they're all tip
My name,
certified?
voluntold, is right here.
Voluntold. I
Yes.
resemble that remark. Are they all tip certified?
No, no one is tip certified.
Okay,
I am willing to become tip certified, and I've talked with people over the years about doing that.
okay. 'Cause there
So we
are-
can certainly do that.
There are people in the community that are already certified, so most of them are in the Cowboy Up organization, so.
Okay,
You can do that at Parker Police Department.
okay,
You can do it online as well.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any kilt children gonna be there?
No, it's 21.
It's
and
all
older.
adults?
Yes, and we'll
Okay.
have the wristbands.
Okay, super.
Different question.
Any questions from the board? It's like they have their paperwork in order.
Yep.
I entertain a motion to approve.
A motion we approve.
Or come out of public
Motion.
hearing.
Pardon me?
You have to come out of public hearing.
Does anybody have a comment on that before we vote on that?
Trevor, can you hear?
I can.
Okay, good. Okay, we have a motion on the, we have to come out first to vote. I'm sorry.
A motion that we, in public hearing, go back
Okay,
to our
thank you,
meeting.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion to go back into our regular schedule is 7:39. Entertain that motion.
Make a motion to approve there.
Okay, we have a second.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay. All right. I'd entertain now a motion to approve the Chamber of Commerce, Elizabeth Area Chamber of Commerce Gala at the fairgrounds.
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, sign. Okay. Enjoy. Okay, we have public comment. Debbie.
Oh, okay. So I know this is gonna take, I've timed it, so before you start your clock, I need to ask you for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, because I've timed it talking like an auctioneer. So I'm asking for 30 seconds long.
That would be at the board's discretion.
Well, if not, I brought you a printed copy, so
Okay.
whatever.
Fire away.
Fire at it. Since the termination of Michelle Oser as the town administrator, KWWA has been subjected to many significant failures on the town's behalf. The town of Kiowa failed to make loan payments, bills weren't paid, reports not filed, violations from the state and CDPHE for failure to report and test. Audits and budgets were not sent to USDA and the state agencies. Offices were not open. There were no answering of the calls. Bills weren't going out, giving away free taps to Ann Alley at no charge. And lastly, the attack and accusations put out by the attorney and the administrator that KWWA signed an agreement without voting in the ordinance that you passed. As the keeper of the minutes, videos, permits, and the records of the town of Kiowa and the Board of Trustees have failed to do so. Administrator Kim Boyd closed the town of Kiowa website that was up to date with 2020 and 2021 records. Where did those go? They have not been on the new website. Last night, you voted on an ordinance that was not available to the public on your website as of the scheduling of the meeting. You voted on March 11th, 2024, 4-2 in favor of approving ordinance 3, series 2024. Please note that on page 2, at the fifth whereas, as the development agreement failed to follow any formal approval requirements, there is no record of the Water Authority approving the well agreement in any manner. There are no minutes, resolutions, or motions to approve the well development agreement by the Water Authority. This is completely inaccurate. The town of Kiowa may have failed to keep the minutes or the video, and this is a violation of the operating agreement. I can play for you the July 13th, 2021 meeting that was posted on July 19th, 2021 by the town administrator, Maria Morales. If you listen to it at around minute 12, the entire board voted to approve the validation of the company. Upon the validation of the company and a small verbiage change. The Facebook change was also deleted, but is still accessible. Please take time to listen to it. Again, I find myself doing the job of the administration and attorneys that get paid to do this, while I get thrown under a bus after 100 hours of making the town, hope to make the town successful. I will be reapplying for any vacancies left on the water board, as I can obviously not trust the town to look out for KWWA or the citizens' water and sewer needs. I hope that KWWA will give town of Kiowa notice and move and explore outside sources for their billing, insurance, and administration. I also want to point out to you that you broke your own rule on home charter rules. As you just said, your obligation is to uphold those rules by not allowing public comment at the meeting held on March 5th, 2024. On page 5, 3.04, number 3, all regular and special meetings of the board shall be open to the public, and citizens and employees shall have a
3 minutes, Debbie.
I asked for 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Do you want the last paragraph, or do you just want a handout?
I would like to hear it.
Go ahead, finish up.
If your home rule charter says an employee shall have reasonable opportunity to be heard. The entire KWWA board, along with 2 taxpayers, sat in your audience and were not allowed to speak. It was not just an executive session. There was discussion and should have been reasonable opportunity to be heard by your own rules. The Board of Trustees owes KWWA an apology for the falsehoods and lousy treatment. By the way, there is special rules for coming out of executive session, and you guys are not following them about it. So you need to explore that. And if you want copies of it, I'm happy to give you copies.
Okay, thank you. Any other public comment? Got anybody on your list?
Yes, I do. I'm just resetting. Mr. Digby, is he still here? Yes.
How many guys get up on you like that?
Jim Digby, 23,333 County Road 117 in Simla. Thanks for letting me address the board. I'm the landowner of Kiowa Creek Meadows, as I stated yesterday in the meeting. I've been an Elder County community member, business owner, and landowner rancher for 27 years. I am a constituent. I paid a little under $10,000 in property tax for this property right here last year that sits here with no services. I don't have a lot to say tonight. Just want to express my disappointment on how y'all handled yesterday and last week's meetings with your short notice special meetings and improper protocol. This after literally 8 years of effort to try to pass a subdivision on my property. Not one board member has ever reached out or seeked me for my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Yep, give me just a second.
Okay,
George Rowell,
You left.
you got, okay, Will White. Will, are you speaking to,
On the fair board.
oh, I have you under new business.
Okay.
Or that. I just wanna make sure.
Nice try, Will.
He was trying.
you good?
Yep, I'm good for me.
All right, old business, resolution 4. Series 2024, resolution of the town of Kiowa to authorize the equipment lease purchase from Front Range Kubota Incorporated by and through their municipal lease program. Kimberly, do you have some information for us?
I do. By speaking with Kubota and our town attorney, it is, requirement of the town as a municipality to enter into a lease program. So I know we have previously discussed using the funds from the sale of the other assets as a down payment. But as a municipality, we either need to put that on a ballot and to a vote to incur new debt, or we enter into a lease purchase program. I've been, in numerous conversations with Kubota, regarding such. They, have given me some terms of, a lease purchase program, for governmental entities. One of the requirements is that they have a resolution from the board, approving to enter into this lease purchase program. And that's what this resolution is before you tonight. The terms, and the equipment that was previously discussed, that Josh did the background work and researching, and you guys had agreed that that was the best fit for the town, is the one that they're giving you the terms on. So I need you to, decide if this is what, your leisure is, and if you approve it, then I will send them the resolution so they can move forward with it.
What are the terms from the list?
So we are looking at the Kubota skid steer loader, SSV 65 PHC suited, you just said it a couple meetings ago, it was best suited for the needs of the town.
Right.
The purchase program that they are proposing, due to the amount of time that I feel it would be used by the town, is a 60-month term with 300 hours per year of usage, with a fixed purchase option at the end of the term.
Monthly cost.
In the end, it is, they are estimating 19,000 and some change as the purchase option at the end of the lease.
Well, what are the monthly payments?
Did
Did he give you any
They
idea
did not
on
give
that?
me,
Okay.
that yet. They have to make sure we're willing to move forward with it.
And at the end,
And create I would probably come back to you next month with the rest of those terms to approve them.
would the purchase have to go on the ballot, and
No,
how would that work?
no.
No, not
So
if it's a
how
lease
would we-
purchase.
Would we make a motion to like let them explore our payment options or?
It's allowing them to move forward with putting an agreement together for you to approve.
Okay, so our
Yeah,
motion.
all this resolution does is authorizes the town to move forward in the lease negotiations. And then we have to come back pursuant to our town charter and approve it by ordinance once we get the lease. So that's what the purpose of this resolution is.
Okay, go ahead, Pete.
I make a motion to move forward with, the lease purchase of the Kubota skid steer. For them to move
Okay.
forward with us.
Resolution 4, Series 2, 2024. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Okay, new business, Resolution 5, Series 2024. Resolution for the Board of Trustees of Elbert County, Kiowa, Colorado, opposing support for illegal immigration and undocumented people, undocumented persons.
So,
moved.
okay.
Okay.
So a little background on this. This is a hot topic. CML has been, putting this out, for the last couple of weeks. A lot of municipalities are, choosing to take the route of declaring their, opposition to declaring their municipalities as, sanctuary cities. And this is making your wants and feelings known.
Okay, we have-
On record.
do we have a motion on the floor? Do we have a second? We have a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
I,
Opposed, same sign. Resolution 6, 2024, resolution establishing a designated public place for the posting of meeting notices as required by the Colorado Open Meetings Law. Or those places we're gonna use.
The
Still
same
open
ones,
board?
they're always the same. We just have to renew the resolution every year. We've
Okay.
never changed
I wondered
the
about
posting
that.
locations.
Okay, we have a resolution. Do we have a motion on that resolution?
so moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
I,
Opposed, same sign. Under new business, resolution 7, series 2024. A resolution for the Board of Trustees, Elbert County, Kiowa, Colorado regarding CDOT signage. Any background from Ted on that?
No, well, Ted has been working with me. This is why Mr. White is here as well. I've been working with, Tammy with the Elbert County Fair, Board. And, Mr. White has graciously volunteered to come speak to you tonight. We're hoping to, work with CDOT, submit a permit application requesting the ability to once again put, banners across 86 with regard to Elbert County Fair every year. Core is working with us as well in, where we could place those and possibly utilize their poles to do so. We are required to have a resolution, approving, with approval from the board to proceed with that application
Okay,
and, discussions with them. And, Mr. White would like to talk to you about what that means to the Elbert County Fair, to have the ability to do that.
okay, well, I was gonna go for a, motion to adjourn, but Mr. White, come on up, buddy.
Gotta give him the time. He came all the way out here.
Yeah.
Start the
You look nice.
You don't have, you can take longer than 3 minutes.
Okay, tell us what's up.
Will White, 16653 County Road 110, Callahan. Just on behalf of the Elbert County Fair Board, we would like to obviously work together with you guys to get a banner back over the highway like we used to. We think it's very important for our community to know that the fair is going on. I know it's 1 week out of the year, but it's a special week.
Mhm.
Also, anybody outside of town that's passing through sees the sign, hey, stop. The longer we can get them to stop here in Kiowa, the more money they spend. So it's, whatever we can do to work with you and Ed,
Absolutely.
obviously let us know.
Absolutely.
I don't know all the details that Tammy's has with you, obviously,
Yeah.
and
We
where
had
you
a
guys are
short-
at exactly, but
We had a short
it's
conversation
super
last week.
important to us.
It is. Your little banners that you're putting up on the poles now are just not as effective
no,
anymore.
those are. a
You get
good
wrapped
declaration.
around the pole and it really,
Yeah,
you don't
put
really
something
see it.
across, I mean, then everybody sees it.
Absolutely.
Where are you wanting to put them?
I don't know exactly. I know it used to be roughly like basically right at Kiowa Bennett and 86. I believe. I don't know if the poles are still there. But
They aren't.
know when
I
was a
drove
kid,
it.
They were just on the west side of that intersection, basically, right as you
Yeah.
start to go down the hill, so.
With the semi-traffic coming through town, we need to make sure that they're tall enough. for
Oh,
the trucks and
absolutely.
trams.
Yeah.
Doesn't, Cowboy Up, don't they do a banner?
They
do.
used to as well. They
They
used
do.
to back, years ago, or I don't know how many years ago that was, but
They
they did as
do.
well, so we could maybe bring them in as well.
We could,
Across
yeah.
Elizabeth this last year.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I thought they were like right after the bridge. Like
They
running
got
on
permission from,
40 Mile.
40 Mile, thank you.
There,
Or-
there used to be a set of poles put in down by High Plains Foods. They put those in, and I think they've been removed, but they were down there for a while, when they put those in, because the electrical poles right there at the intersection of Kiowa Bennett were in poor enough condition that we couldn't hang a banner. And that's what kind of ended that was, but those poles have since been replaced, so I think we ought to be good.
And actually Core and Electric Co-op has volunteered to make an in-kind donation if the poles need to be erected again to hold the banners. they're willing to offer an in-kind donation to
See
do
what it
that.
costs to do a sign ones at each end of town.
They're proposing one at both ends of town.
Very nice.
So Core is willing to work with us with CDOT to get that done.
So thank you guys for listening to us, letting us help.
Thanks for coming that way.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Will. Do we have any discussion or
Well,
communication?
we didn't finish,
Oh, excuse
resolution
me.
number 7.
Number 7.
And
resolution
I
Motion.
No second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Send it.
All those in favor signify by saying an aye.
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 Opposed, sign. Okay. Now, any discussion or communication? None?
Ruth, do you have any discussion you wanna have? You just muted.
Anything, Ruth?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
Hang on just a second.
I was gonna say, before you do that, I have something to ask for discussion.
Anna, where did you find that? On this resolution, it's just a typo.
Which one?
Yeah,
Hang
7?
on, what,
no, it's
Yeah.
on all of the resolutions.
oh, we've got,
You're at the bottom, the date, the year is incorrect.
yeah, it's got 2023,
Thank you.
so if you could fix those.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're done.
Down to the one.
Not those.
5 appears to be okay.
Okay, we have a comment, Debbie?
I just want to ask in discussion, now that you're all aware that there was a recording and that ordinance is in fact not correct, I would ask that you guys reconsider your vote. Because that ordinance is not factual. And I'm happy to share that recording that was posted by your own admin.
Okay, well,
We're happy to review those minutes or any recording.
It was posted by the Town of Kiowa's admin on the Town of Kiowa's Facebook page previously, and I gave you the date. So I would ask for you to please review it and reconsider your vote.
And you have that outlined in your.
I do, and I'll be happy to do it.
Okay.
July
That was in 2021.
Yep.
all right, we'll review that and move forward.
In conjunction with the misstatements about the entities as well.
Okay. All right, and entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Can pass them around.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Okay.
I made a motion. The second is the motion to adjourn.
Guys, Tim again, I'll stick around for a minute if anybody wants to talk about anything.
Eat dinner.